these 10 psychology-based sales tricks have helped me flip thousands. And they are so powerful, they feel unethical, but we're keeping it real and, of course, ethical here. First, the power of silence. So when you are making negotiations and when you're talking to people about phone flipping, it's important for you to realize that being eager and wanting to sell is normal. And of course, we all want to close the deal. But just like in real life, sometimes you got to let people talk way more than you. And you also got to be willing to let them actually go. See, if you're not going to accept my offer, if I say I want to buy your iPhone 16 Pro Max for $400 and you have it listed for $850 and you're telling me that's not the market value, this is what you're going to get. Silence. Because see, I will tell you, hey, listen, I completely understand that you feel this is worth that. Here is my number. You could contact me if the offer changes. It makes you have and feel like the person that does not need them and that you have the upper hand. While yes, you do. You have the money and they don't have the money. They have the phone, but they can't buy a cheeseburger with that phone, right? So never be scared to just be quiet. Next, you want to mirror their words, which again, this happens in the middle of the negotiation. I never want you guys to try and do this in the beginning. When you are talking to someone and they are talking to you and trying to be personable, this is where you have to realize that you got to listen, but not just regurgitate automatically. Now, I know, again, we like to try and be as relatable as possible. Me, I find myself doing this too, where I'm trying to be a friend, trying to be a buddy, right? Like I'm trying to talk to you. But there's times where you gotta actually refrain from trying to say, hey, how is your kids? Or how old are your kids? Or, oh, you got kids, me too. Or, oh, you live here, I do too. No, instead, if they say, yeah, I'm trying to sell this phone because I need to pay my bills, or I'm trying to sell this phone because I need to go get more. You want to be able to be like, I understand you need to go and get more of these phones, so let me get this off your hands for X amount. Or, hey man, listen, we all got bills, so I understand you're trying to pay your bills. So instead of doing 400, I'll do 410. Like those type. Oh, hey, listen, I know you got to travel 10 miles to get here. So listen, I'm gonna throw an extra $5 on to the deal. You're letting them know you hear them, not necessarily conceding to what they're saying, but also they know, okay, he's actually being someone that is trying to be fair. Now, this can help you, but it also can hurt you if you do it too much. So remember, if you're going to mirror what they say, don't overdo it. Try to keep it at a relatable point, but also where you still are stern, firm, and you maintain the level. You're probably busy, so let me be quick. Now, this is definitely not something that you do when you first start. A lot of people will try to do this when they first are making the offer. That automatically makes you look weak because it makes you seem like somebody that is assuming more than somebody that is asking discovery questions. But let me explain when you do use this. You use this when somebody says, oh no, that's too low. You look at the message, they send you a question mark. Then when they send you that question mark, you sit there and you do this. You say, man, listen, you're probably busy as well, just like me. So again, I just want to cut to the chase. If this is too much, then I won't be able to make this offer any more lucrative for you. But what I can do is give you my contact number. Listen, I buy phones all the time. So if you're somebody that is looking to sell this device, listen, I can take it off of your hands, no problem. But one thing I'm not going to be able to do is stretch it too much because I'm not really making any money off of this. See, using this type of technique allows them to know, okay, he thinks I'm busy because he's busy, so he wants to close the deal. This must be a real deal negotiator. This must be a real deal buyer, so let me not play these games with him. Either I'm going to sell it or not. No matter what, we want them to be as direct as possible. Now, a soft decline. This is imperative in the beginning. So a soft decline is basically letting them know, okay, I won't concede to what you're saying. Now, I will not go $10 higher. Now, my favorite thing when I use a soft decline is when someone says, bro, you're trying to pay me $330. I'm asking for $350. bro, I can't do 350. I'm sorry. Now, even though I probably could do 350, I'll do a soft decline because I want to know if you're actually trying to talk me up or if you actually are staying at that number. Now, if I know that number does not interfere with my profit margin, I will go. And I would say probably a couple hours later, listen, all right, I was able to work with someone and be able to go ahead and meet you at that 350, but that is after I see that there is completely no way that we'll negotiate and get this deal done. Next is false scarcity. Oh my goodness. Now this is again something you use towards the end of the negotiation. So when you are saying something like, oh, hey, you got the iPhone 14 Pro Max, and the person's like, yes, and you're like, okay, cool, I could do this much, does it have the box? And they say, doesn't have the box, and can you do this amount? And you're like, oh, that amount, it cut in your head. You're like, oh, that cuts into my profit margin. So no, I can't do that amount, but I could do $20 higher. All right, great. The person says, let me think about it. Huh? Let you what? If you gotta think about it, you could say yes, right? So listen, this is what we're gonna do. When I use false scarcity, I would say, all right, listen, all right, cool. You want to think about it? Great, bro. Listen, I'm not going to lie to you. I have a limited amount of funds that I am actually utilizing right now. I just brought around 5 iPhone 16s yesterday. So what I'm going to do is I will keep our messages glued and open on my phone, but I am looking at 5 other 14 Pro Maxes. So let me know as soon as possible when you made your mind up, and I'll let you know if I can get it today. If not, it might have to wait until next week. So you're letting them know, like, bro, I'm a little busy and my money is allocated to multiple people, so don't think you're special. This allows people to think faster, if you get what I'm saying, and then it helps you close the deal as well faster so that you can re-up and make more money. Now, the cash in hand effect. So this is something a lot of people use wrong. A lot of people use this wrong because they start saying, yo, bro, I do this amount, I got the cash in my hand, or I do this amount, I got the bread. Bro, just because you got the money don't necessarily mean that is giving you leverage. Sometimes when you say I got the cash in my hand, that shows me that you're somebody that's just desperate and you don't get phones on a daily basis. So what I would say is, instead of using the cash in hand at first, only use the cash at hand to override an objection. If you don't know what an objection is, it's when someone is declining and saying no, right? So let's say I got an iPhone 13 I'm trying to buy, and the person is like, all right, bro, like, I don't know. I don't think I can do it for 200. Oh, all right, cool. Well, listen, bro, I got the money on me, so I'll be right to you, or I'll meet you right now. But if you're still not able to make your mind up, I'm going to go ahead and head over to New York and meet my guy, or I'm going to be on the other side of the city. So just let me know as soon as possible, because again, I got the bread on me, and I'd rather meet with you right now while I have the cash and the capital, but let me know as soon as possible, or we can meet up some other time. This one is one of the most beneficial ones. Making them feel like they win every time is one of the this is one of the techniques that gets you wholesale sellers, people that sell phones to you on a freaking daily basis, people that you can make $2K a freaking week with, people that say, hey B, I got an iPhone 16, hey B, I got an iPhone 15, hey B, how much for this, hey B, how much for that. Listen, when you make them think they're winning, they always come back. So what a lot of buyers do is they'll be like, oh man, the price went down today, bro, oh my god, I can't believe this, bro. All right, man, listen, you killing me, but all right, I could do 350, bro, but damn. All right, you hurt my pockets, but all right. It makes them feel like, yeah, I got them. All right, I'm gonna get them next time too. And this is a benefit to you because you're allowing people to feel like they one up on you when the whole time you got them figured out. Now, urgency. Now, if you are somebody that is looking to close a deal fast, you don't use this. Let's make that clear. I don't want you guys to use the urgency hook as something to maneuver to try and get somebody to buy or sell the phone fast. What I want you to do is I want you to use the urgency hook when you feel like a person is dry and you're trying to feel out if they're a scammer or if there's somebody that's just holding out. I'll give you a good example. Yo, bro, you got the iPhone 16 Pro Max listed for 600, right? Yeah, I do. All right, cool. Listen, I need to get this phone for my brother. I'm gonna bring him along with me on our meetup, and I just want to make sure that he can actually input his Apple ID. See, you see how I finessed it to where y'all thought I was talking about urgency as, yo, bro, I need to get this for my brother. Can you hook me up? No, it's okay. Yo, all right, cool. I want to buy this phone, but I'm gonna actually have to open the device because I need to make sure that my sister could actually put her Apple ID in there. Other than that, we're good. You know what I mean? Like, you're letting them know, hey, I don't want to just open the box because I don't trust you. I want to open the box because I want to make sure that this person knows how to do this, and that, right? So again, it is a way of making sure orders or offers or meetups are legitimate, because you'll see that they'll usually be like, I don't know, bro, like nah, we can't do that, or nah, you got to do that somewhere else. You feel me? So it allows you to know what you're getting into before you actually are getting into the situation. The help me out close. So again, it sort of kind of goes hand in hand with making them feel like they win, but what you want to do is, they're going to be like, oh, yeah, bro, I can't do it for this amount. All right, bro, I do for $350 then. Thank you for helping me out. I really appreciate it, bro. You get phones often? Like, you're letting them know, all right, you beat me, bro. Thank you for helping me out. Thank you for actually giving me the phone in the first place. I appreciate it, but damn, bro, thank you, but dang. Like, you're letting them know that you're accepting defeat. That's the best way to put it is, all right, bro. All right. Okay. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. What I use this for usually is when I'm meeting up. So like, I don't use this during a negotiation. I use this when I'm negotiating where we're meeting up. So I'll give you a good example. So if I'm in a plaza right now, or somebody wants to meet up, but it's a plaza right next to me, 2 minutes away, but they're all the way across the city, and they want to meet up. I'm like, yeah, bro, I'll buy it right now. I'm at my store. I can't get there, bro. Are you serious? Yeah. Bro, all right, bro. Can you meet me at this plaza then? That's 10 minutes away, bro. I'm literally, I don't have no staff in the store. Could you please, like, bro, I want to make the deal happen, bro. I want to make this happen. Could you please help me out? You get it? Then they're like, all right, bro. And then when you meet up with them, thank you, bro. Thank you so much for coming closer. The whole time, I'm 2 minutes away. It works. I'm telling you, bro. I'm giving you guys the tips, man. And these actually do work. And last but not least, it's the walkaway power. It's being able to walk away and just saying, yo, listen, you have every right to say your device is worth this amount, and I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. Now, I'll get people all the time. Now, I don't want to make this a gender thing, but I find that women are more persuaded by this. Like, when you're about to walk away from a deal, they'll not understand why. Especially if it's somebody that does not have product knowledge. And it doesn't make the woman weak, and it's guys as well. But I usually have success with this when it's a young lady that wants to sell her phone, and she is not really in tune with how much the phone is worth. So she'll like overprice it, and then I'm just like, I can't do that. I'm sorry. And then they'll hit you up, and they'll keep hitting you up and keep hitting you up, and that's when you know you got them. But guys, thank you so much for watching, man. If you guys want more of these phone flipping tips and tricks, or want to learn how to phone flip with me, I have my Phone Flipping Academy. It's a 4-week live academy where you actually can work with me for 4 weeks, and I will break down how to create your business account, how to create your LLC, how to start phone flipping from A to Z, how to make sure that you're getting in tune with phone flipping buyers. I'm going to give you 50 buyers in this academy. And also, last but not least, how to scale. How do you turn flipping into a reselling, refurbishing company or a buyback company? How do you actually turn phone flipping into something tangible for you to be able to make money in the long run? The link is below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.